All right, let's talk about how multiplayer works in Pokopia, because there's some nuances to it and some things to know. Things that as I was looking into it, kind of found out and just want to share with everyone. So multiplayer unlocks a little bit after the story. There's going to be different levels of multiplayer. Let's talk about those levels. The first one is link play. You'll unlock the ability to link play. And there is invite others to visit a friend, and plan a cloud island. Invite others to visit is going to be how you do people visit your island. And so you'll get this setting, and the important thing to note about visiting your like towns and stuff, wherever you are when you bring people to visit, is spectator mode is always going to be on, which means certain moves and items can't be used while playing in spectator mode. So you may be wondering, like, why is this useful? Spectator mode means you can't go around and like help people develop or like do things that would alter the way someone's town is. This also restricts the host from doing that. So this is pure spectator mode. This is just a visit. You might be wondering why. There's two reasons. The first is hide and seek. There's a hide and seek game that you can play within the game. You'll unlock the ability to do this in the game through your progression. I don't want to spoil anything, so like as progression, you'll unlock the ability to play hide and seek with friends. It'll make sense once you see it. So hide and seek is a way to a good way to just like have a fun time with friends. The biggest thing though about this is you'll be able to visit your friends' islands or towns. You'll be able to still snap pictures of certain items to then bring back to your 3D printer. So your 3D printer over here allows you to look at specific items and copy those items into your game using Pokemetal ingots. I think you need ingots. You need these, rare Pokemetal. So through these Pokemetal, you'll be able to create copies of items that you see in different worlds. So that's why you'd want to visit your friends' towns to see if they have specific things. Another thing is to visit shops. So if you have specific items in your shop, like your today onlys, which I did today, I have this Chansey plant recipe. I feel like this is really good. This is a recipe so you can make this Chansey plant and kind of put it wherever. It'll probably have something to do with specific habitats, but also just for decorating. People can come and use your shops. So that's it for visiting your island. For your island that you want to play with people where you can both build and alter the island, you have that ability. I'm going to do a spoiler tag here, just like spoiler alert for anyone that's still early in the game. Click off now, revisit later. But there is a way to visit your friends and have them have the ability to alter islands in a world, in your friend's like world. So in my world, spoiler, by the way, spoiler, you can walk over here and you will get to a point where they say, hey, if you build this bridge, you may be able to visit a new area. And so beyond this area, you don't have to build a bridge if you can just make it across. You'll be able to visit your pallet town. I named it Pal Town. This is where I'll hang out with my pals. So everyone has their own pallet town, and it's essentially a blank slate. It's a palette that you can create in. It is separate from your main world, but your main town, but still in your main world. So once you get here, you have your pallet town. You'll be able to name it whatever you'd like. Like you saw, I named my pallet town. And what's fun about this is that there are special Pokemon that are unique to Pallet Town. So like these Pokemon that I have here, I have not gotten in my main world yet. All of these are unique Pokemon. So you see here, I've got a Scizor, I've got Machamp, Magby, Geodude, and Eevee. They are all specific to Pallet Town. And this is a place where you can build with your friends. I believe there are some things that are still restricted to the host. Like, I think finding new Pokemon, like getting them out of their habitat, and leveling up your town is still specific to the host. So there's still some restrictions here. But this is a fun place where like the host can like build a town that your friends can come play in. You can also do the hide and seek here. But there are still some restrictions on when you join. You won't have any of your stuff to bring in, and you won't be able to take anything back to your towns from this one. You can still snap photos of things that are here to take back with you, but it'll be unique. Your experience is unique to... Oh, dang, I didn't even know I could get a Vikavolt. That's huge. But yeah, unique Pokemon to Pallet Town. So there is a reason to visit here and fill up your Pokedex. If your friends join you and interact with Pokemon, they won't fill out their decks, but they will get the hints to get like a partial completion towards filling out the Pokedex in their town. And so this is Pallet Town. It's really big. There's a lot of different kind of areas that you can explore here. A couple of different like islands that you can build on, so there's plenty to do with your friends and kind of hang out and to do things with people. I want to make sure to get these sparkle ripples because we're on a lucky day. I haven't seen those. I didn't know that was a thing in this game, so it's really cool. A gold wall. What the heck? I do believe that recipes do carry over with you into your own town. So if you find recipes here, you'll be able to carry that into your own town. So it's Pallet Town. So if you want to invite people to your world and play around with them, you can invite up to 4. So you have 4 people in a lobby, and that's how you do multiplayer in your world where they can like build with you. So let's go back to the main world because there is a final way to do multiplayer in Pokopia, and that is going to be through Cloud Islands. Hierarchy, welcome in. We're recording a YouTube video right now. The recording was busted, so we're making a YouTube video that we can pull from our stream. So once we get back over to where our link play is, over in our PC, we'll be able to see that we can do something called a Cloud Island. Cloud Island you can think of as your like Minecraft servers, where it is, I believe it's randomly seeded. So you can get different seeds or like put in specific seeds to like find certain islands. These will have all of your biomes in it. Play on a Cloud Island. You can search for a Cloud Island to join your friends. You can go to a previously visited Cloud Island, or you can create a new Cloud Island. So when you go to create, well, maybe it's not working right now, but when you go to create a new Cloud Island, you'll be able to create it, set it to where your friends can join, set it to spectator mode, just like you have that option to in Pallet Town. And this is more like free reign. Your friends can visit you when you're not online, so like you don't have to be online for friends to visit. I believe you could do up to 6 people in a lobby for Cloud Islands, and you'll be able to find Pokemon, build things. You have like the variety of biomes that you can access certain things for. You are starting like very fresh, and so you'll have to like find recipes and do stuff. So it's like you don't have your own stuff to bring over. It is a clean slate on a Cloud Island, but you get to start fresh with your friends, and people can come and go even when you're not on. And so Cloud Islands are really good for like long-term play with your friends, have those towns and moments. You can do hide and seek there. So it's your, it'll give you the most in terms of a multiplayer experience. on an island. So it's really cool. But those are all the different ways that you can play with multiplayer. It's a little, it doesn't really explain all that to you on the front end. You kind of have to figure it out by trying out different things. But if you're like me, you probably try to jump in multiplayer with a person and you found out you can't help them like water all of their plants or something. So things to know. But that's multiplayer in Pokopia. Stay tuned for more videos, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.